everyone. So today we have Rashmika. So we are going to replicate first round of mock interview for big product-based companies. So hello, Rashmika. So
Hi
yeah,
Manoj.
yeah. So basically for today's mock interview, so we have around like five questions. So three from SQL and two from Python. So we will try to solve this problem in a span of 1 hour. Probably just try to understand the questions and try to find the solutions as soon as possible. So I have shared you a document where I have put all the questions for the SQLs and Python. Can you just open that document and share your screen?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you go to the full screen mode? Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So Rashmika, what I have done here is so I have created a entity relationship tables. So if where you can see like we have this orders tables, order items, customers, and product. So before going on, so I'll just let you know about the use case. Okay. So imagine you are being working on a quick commerce platforms like Zepto or Blinkit. So what these platforms does is like they deliver the products very quicker in like in a span of like 2 hours or 3 hours or something as like. So in order to implement their business model successfully, so you are given a task to analyze the data which is taken from the e-commerce platform. So when I say about e-commerce platform, it's like Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart, or something as like. So basically, we are going to analyze this data and help your business stakeholders to take the decision making process more efficiently, right? So you can go through the table maybe for a minute or two, and then we will start solving the problems.
Okay. So we have customers orders. So each customer has can place multiple orders so we want to many relationship, and each order can have multiple items. So again, we have like one to many relationship with the order and order items, and then um we have a product table. Okay, and this also has like a one to many relationship with the order items because one product
Yeah,
ID can be sold by multiple tables. Yes,
yeah.
yeah,
I hope you're clear with this, right?
yeah.
Perfect. So let's go on for the first question. So as a
Uh huh.
business stakeholder, so I want to
Uh
know
huh.
like which product category generates the highest revenue for the last month. So why I need the this kind of why I came up with this business question is like, so when it comes to quick commerce, so I don't want to like stock up like lot of categories. So I only want to like stock up categories which are only fast moving and which are on demand for the customers, right? So that's why here, I want to identify which category generates the highest revenue for the last month.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
when we're talking about highest revenue, okay.
Yes.
So we don't need to do anything with the customer's table. We need to look at the products table because it has the category field, and we need to look at the order items table because that way we'll know how many items were ordered, and we have like quantity and unit price, and we also have the total price. Okay,
Yeah.
so the total price is the price of the um, product that
Hmm.
was okay. So we need to deal with the products table because it has the category field, and we need to deal with the total price. And so when we are saying revenue, it means only that here we are only concerned about the total price column, right? Or do we have
Yes.
any other column? No, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we are concerned about like the revenue which has been generated by selling that particular category.
Okay, which is kind of like the total price itself. You're not taking considering like revenue as in like okay. So we need to join hmm, okay. Method total amount is not necessary. Okay. So we need to join the products and order items table, and hmm, and we also need to get highest revenue for the last month. So for that reason we also need to join the orders table which has like the um, delivery, okay, which also has like the order date. So from here we can get like the month. So we need to join these three tables to get the product category that is generates highest revenue. So
Yeah.
is that correct? Let me
Yeah, yeah, your
go
understanding is right. So you can just go ahead to write a SQL
go
query.
ahead and write query. Okay. So yeah. So let me select. Let me just write from first order underscore items oi o dot join um o dot product underscore id is equal to wait uh order items dot product underscore id is equal to p dot product underscore id. So this will join these three tables, and I need to write condition for last month where or where extract month from order underscore date uh, last month. So can I just write hard query like or get mm, extract from get date minus one. So this will get like the last month's
Mhm.
records. In that I need to get okay, I need to group by category. So select category comma sum of total underscore price categories p dot category sum of total underscore prices where, and after where I need to get group by uh, p dot category. So I'll get as um, price total for category, and then need to write with I just need to select pretty as underscore uh, aggregate as this will get like this, and from here I need to select uh, p dot select category city and by. Okay, wait, I think I can do order by here only, right? Group by category, and I can select limit, and I can just select category from city unders. Does this work?
Yeah, perfect. So in your common table expression, so you're basically evaluating the category which has the maximum sum. So based on that, we are
Max.
trying to evaluate the revenue, and then we are
Mm,
ordering it based on. So okay, so in your order by, you're basically ordering it based on price total category. So by
mm-hmm.
default, the order by will be ordering it based on ascending, right? So we are looking
Oh,
for the
right. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, that's correct.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So it
right now,
will.
like it will get us the highest revenue, and we
Yeah,
are just
yeah.
selecting this category from the common table expressions. Yeah,
Yes,
that
yes.
works. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Can you go for the second question? Yeah. All right.
List the top three brands among top one category generating the highest revenue.
Yeah. So
Uh,
in our previous question, so we basically have identified the top category which is generating the highest revenue. So as I said, you right, I'm like working on a model for a quick commerce. So I don't have
hmm.
to stock all the brands in my warehouse because I don't want to like bother more brand in my quick commerce. So I only be more concentrating on the brands which is quickly selling. So I want to identify which are all the top three brands among that particular category.
Hmm. Okay. So top three brands among that particular category. So here I know what my top category is. And hmm, I can, okay. um, so first I need to, okay, one second. I need to get the top three brands among the top one category. So
So when I
I
say about
want.
the top three brand, it's again based on the revenue.
Yes, yes. So first I need to get to the top one category first. So once I know the top one category, in that top one category, I can calculate basically the uh, do a similar thing again, but this time group by on brand, and I need to fetch the top three brands,
Yeah.
and I probably need to write a window function, um uh, or if like to make sure that there are like um no duplicates, or like exactly get the top three brands. So if like, here I have a question. So
Hmm.
um are there any two brands that are generating the same amount of highest revenue, or like uh, we do
Yeah,
not
there
know
can be many
anything about it?
brands in the products category products, but that there can be like no brand like duplicate brands on the same category, right? So maybe we can have Britannia as a biscuit, but we do not have another Britannia as another biscuit, right? So probably they will
Yeah,
have.
but
Mhm.
I was talking about like two brands generating the same amount of revenue.
I see, I see.
So if we don't need to like if we still like need to only get the top three brands,
Hmm.
then probably going with a window function would be a better option, so that we can like get like three brands.
Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, so even if any of the brand coincides with the highest generating revenue, get also the other two brands. So just like how the
Oh,
dense, yeah,
okay. That, like, I need to get the top three brands means like the top three ranks basically. I need
yeah,
all three ranks.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, okay. That makes sense. So can I like borrow this query, or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
do
sure.
I need to?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. You
Okay.
can just borrow the query and
Mm-hmm.
do the
Let
modification on
me
top
put.
of it.
Okay. Hmm. So select. Okay, but here the last 1 month query is not listed, right? So this is for like the general
Yeah, you
time.
can think of like it's also for the last month.
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah. Um, so I need to select from um, order underscore items oi dot product underscore id is equal product underscore id, where category where p dot category is equal to mm, and here I'm getting only them, and I need to uh, group by on the um, p dot brand, and here I need to do p dot brand, and also um, some of uh, um, oi dot total underscore price as total price brand. So I'm getting the brand name and the total price for a particular category, and I'm grouping it by this, so it will have my this thing. So here on this, on top of this, I need to get um, mm, with ct underscore uh, aggregation score brand as this. I need to do it like this, and after this um, I have the brand name and the total price for the particular brand. I can do a select. Just need to get the top three brands. So select brand, comma, dense rank, dense underscore rank over. um, partition. Okay, I don't need to partition it by anything because I already selected for a one particular category. I just need to do um, order by um, descending. Oh, sorry, order by which is order by. Uh, so I need to select order by total price and descending as rank from city underscore average underscore brand, and from this I can write city underscore rank as, and from this I need to just select from city underscore rank where rn is less than or equal to 3, uh,
Yeah,
and yeah, should be, yeah, I think that this works, right?
yeah, this works.
Create a,
Can you scroll down a bit? Yeah,
yeah.
I just have a question around your where conditions. Can you go up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have this where condition in the category. So do you
Mm-hmm.
think it works?
I think so.
So
Uh,
basically, like in your where conditions, so you are just trying to equate it based on the equal to operator, right? So, but
right.
in so after the equal to, so you have an expressions. So when you are doing a select category from CT, it basically provides you a rows which belongs with that category, right? So do you think like this will
But it's
match
a
it?
single row, right? So,
So even if it is a single row, but it doesn't, the SQL doesn't know about it, right?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you probably can use the in.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also here you are just getting the data from CTAGG. So basically, can
Mm.
you just try to accommodate this common table expressions as part of this query itself? Just copy that and try to try just show the audience how you would accommodate that common table expressions within this query.
Okay, wait, so uh, one
I
sec.
think just copy it as a plain format. Sorry, paste it as a plain format.
Mm.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I need to just remove this and with CT underscore then, yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
yeah,
Yeah, I think this works. Can you put the whole query on a single page? So we'll
yeah,
just try to look onto it from start to end once.
yeah.
Yeah. So we have this. Okay.
Let me
So
just make
first,
it.
can you just give me an explanation on this query again? Like,
Yeah, let me just make it a little better. Okay, so first, first we have first we're trying to get like the top product category, top one product category, and for that what we are doing is we are getting the we are joining the orders table, order items table, products table, and we are getting the month, which is like the last month, and we are grouping by the category, and we are ordering by the total price, which is what we are doing over here. With this we'll get like one top selling category, and because we are doing limit 1 over here, and we are using that as we are using the previous query as an input to the current query, and we are simply writing the a top getting the top category over here, and for that particular top category we are grouping by on brand to get like all the brands to get like the brands and their each individual, like what is the total revenue that they are generating. And after that I'm performing a window function which is dense rank over here, to get all the to get a rank for the order of like the top three brands basically. And once I get the rank, I am simply performing I'm simply selecting from that CTE just the brand name.
yeah, all right. Yeah, this works. Um, let's go move on for the third question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So just help me, try to get the average order value of the customers who makes
Mm.
at least 10 transactions in the last month.
Okay. Okay, what is the average order value? Order value is basically we have order table over here, total amount. So that is the order value, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, okay, so average order value of customers who make at least 10 transactions in the last month. So this is also the last month also comes from this table itself. Who make at least 10 transactions. So basically, I need to have the output in the form of customer ID and the average order value, right?
Maybe
Uh,
I'm more concerned about having a customer name.
Customer name, yeah, of course, cool. Yeah, so the customer name and the average order value, and I need to take care of the condition that who make at least 10 transactions in the last month.
Yeah.
So here we have, here we need to only take care of these two tables, customers and orders,
Yeah.
and who make at
I
least.
I think maybe we let's not bother about having the individual customers and their average order value. Rather, let's say I in orders table, so I may have like multiple customers who are making like multiple transactions. So I'm just bothered about the customers who makes at least 10 transactions in the last month. So I want the cumulative order value of all the customers who has made this 10 transactions.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just the order value. That's the outcome which I'm looking for.
Okay, single column basically. Okay, who make at least 10 transactions in the last month. Okay, so customer ID, and who make at least 10 transactions. So basically, every entry in the orders table for that particular customer ID means one transaction. So we need to probably do some group buy to get who are all the like which who are all the customers who are making at least 10 transactions in the last month, and we have to just probably average their order value.
Right.
So let me try to write query for that. So select um, mm, okay, so select from um, select from customers c c dot customer underscore id equal to o dot customer underscore id, uh, and how do I calculate it? Okay, so select customer underscore id, comma, um, from which table is this? Select c dot customer underscore id, comma, from order table I need to know how many times a particular customer has ordered, right? So um, count of order o dot um, count of order underscore id as this is transactions as total underscore transactions. After we do this, we get so we need to get group by c dot customer underscore id for each we are getting customer and the total transactions, and once we get this mm, we need at least the customers that have uh, 10 transactions. Okay, wait, where condition, right? So where who make at least 10 transactions in the last month, where
Yeah, you can just borrow the query which we
yeah,
used in the previous one.
yeah, where let me unselect it. Okay, where extract month from order, a group by customer id having um, count of order. underscore id is equal to at least 10, so greater than or is equal to 10, having count. So we are getting a list, we're getting count, and while doing so, we are getting the list of all customers of this, and we can also do hmm, average of total underscore amount. And because we are only will be only getting the count total transactions greater than 10, okay, we'll only average of total underscore amount. Okay, okay, this seems first as average oh, maybe I can simply do. Okay, so average order value, right?
Hmm.
So uh, one second. So basically, this condition without the average will get me a list of customers who have ordered greater than 10 times, and in the last month. Now I need to get the average order value of them. So
Yeah.
not like the customer, not for each customer, but like for the total. And so maybe I can do a sum of total amount,
Hmm.
and so we can make it a city. Select um select. So we have for each customer id we have the total, whoever satisfies condition, we have the total amount. So we can simply do select average of sum of total underscore amount from ct underscore total underscore amount. Does this work?
Yeah, it
I'm
should work.
thinking it.
So I
Okay.
was like just concerned about like when you have been using this average in the city expression, right? Like it provides a different value. So basically, like if you put the average, first it calculates the average value for each customers, and on top of it, you are doing an average for the total
Uh,
customers. But basically, you should have been using the sum. So at the end, you
yeah.
did it right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
perfect.
what.
This
Like
should.
if it was just for customer name and average for each customer, I would have written average and just selected two columns. That
Yeah,
would have worked.
exactly.
But yeah, got it.
Yeah, you did it
Okay.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we are done with the SQL questions. So let's move
Mm-hmm.
on for Python. Um,
Mm.
so basically, here I have a question.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to write a Python program to retrieve the element which matches the frequency given as input. So if you see here, the input is I'm providing you a list. If you see here, like it has like some number of elements, and here as a k, I'm providing the frequency as 2. So if you see in the input list, I have 0 and 0 being repeating twice, and 5 being repeating twice. So this is the output which I'm expecting for. So let's say like if I'm providing my k as 7, so there is no number which is having a frequency of 7, so it should return me a empty list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So let me write the function. So def um, mm, frequency, and this is input. Okay, input is nums. For nums, I need to create a frequency map. For nums, frequency underscore map of num is equal to um, frequency underscore map dot get of num comma 0 plus 1. So this will give me the frequency of all the numbers. Okay, once this is done, I can iterate for I need to get the keys basically into the empty list. So I'll just give the result is equal to an empty list for key comma val in frequency underscore map dot items. um, hmm, if val is equal to k, then I need to append to result dot append of key here. So that would be appending. So I'll get basically like 0. So I'll basically get like 0, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 5, and 2. This is my frequency map that I'm going to get. And for key comma val in these items, if value is equal to k, that's correct, comma k, result, I should append with the key which is 0, and I have to return result. And if there was like no value that matched, the result will be empty, thus returning the empty list. Does this work?
Yeah, I see. So in your first for loop, you're basically like creating your key, and for those key, what is the value you are assigning?
So I'm assigning so I'm what I'm doing is dot get method. So if for this particular number, for number 0, um if there is no like entry present, it will return me default 0, and for that 0 I'm adding 1. So for the first 0 the value will become 1, and for the second 0, which is this, for the second 0, I'm getting the current frequency 1. So on top of 1 it is going to add another 1, and it's going to make the 0 as 2.
I see.
Or
Yeah, this
we can
should work.
also,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, can write it in
Uh,
another way, but yeah.
yeah, this looks better. Um,
Okay.
so, what is the time complexity you think for this
ah
problem?
okay, so the time complexity would be big of um, n first to populate the frequency map, and again on top of that, doing big of like big of n would be the time complexity.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Space complexity is also, yeah, big of n, worst case.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead for the next question. So, yeah. So I want you to write a program. So basically, like if you are being provided an input, like a list as shown here. So I want you to remove all the duplicates, and
Mm-hmm.
I have to provide you the total number of list after removing the duplicates and the numbers without the duplicates. So basically, there are two ways to do it. So either you can assign a auxiliary variable and you can do this computations. So I want you to handle this with in place.
Mm-hmm. um So in place, meaning you don't want me to like okay.
Create an extra variable to store the temporary value.
Uh-huh. Okay. So basically not really okay. Okay.
So you are being already provided a sorted list. I just want you to
Mm-hmm.
remove the duplicates and just provide me the
Mm.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Basically not store the values anywhere.
yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay. What we can do is probably use, let me think, so we can probably use two pointers or something like that, but let me think. So I have 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So hmm, uh, another way I could think doing this is using uh, an ordered dict basically, but that defeats the purpose of the in place and everything. But okay, let me try another way. So here I have 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4. So this is the input that I have. So maybe I can like uh, so maybe I can have variable I and j, and maybe I'm starting both of them here like this. And when I start, my array of I and array of j are equal, so my uh, array of I and array of j are equal. So when they're equal, I can, okay, wait, I can increment
So you're
my
going ahead with
j.
using a pointer basically.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking so. So okay, so let me think. So okay, so I have 0 and 0. So 0, let me say I have 0 0. Okay, yeah. So 0 and 0. So I have my I here and I have my j here, and I need to increment my uh one second. So these two are the same. So I need to increment what? So let's just say I'm incrementing both j and I. So here there is like, here my I and j are not equal. So like here my nums of I and j are not equal, which is when we know that uh, we have encountered a different value. And when we do, we can probably replace the array of j um, in the array of I position. So probably then it will become like 1. Um, and after we do that, we can probably increment both I and j. And here also array of I is equal to array of j. So don't increment the I probably, but increment the j. Here also array of I is equal to array of j. So again, just probably increment the j, and when we do, we get like the 2. So this here array of I is not equal to array of j, so we probably need to swap these two, which will make the 2 come here. Oh, okay. And I don't need to have my I. Okay, so then I can also update my I with um the current j, so that I don't need to check all those. Okay, wait, what? Okay.
So what your approach is right. So basically, we need one iterator which iterates through the
Mm,
complete list, and there should be a
mm,
pointer which basically
mm,
checks the adjacent elements. So if it
mm.
matches, you do some function, and if
Yeah,
it doesn't, you will do another.
yeah, yeah. Uh, I got the idea, but let me think. So I have 0 1 2. I have 1 1 2. Um, so basically here my
Hmm.
again needs to.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were doing it right. Like just try incrementing the j again. Like if you
Okay.
increment the
So.
j again, so it will again go ahead for the next and so my value which is pointing to the I, which is so basically the previous element is 2 and this element is also 2, so I'm not going to like do anything, so I'll go for the next thing. I mean just
Mm-hmm.
increment the j pointer. Yeah,
Mm.
so now
And
my previous
here now I need
element.
to now I need to update in the location of I plus 1 basically.
Yep.
So that way this will come to 3 here, and once I do that, I increment my I and my j, and I check my I and j. I increment my j. Again I check my I and j. I increment my j, and here the value is 4 here again, and it is not equal. So again I need to swap this with this, which would make this to be 4, and my I is incremented till here, and I'm only returning nums of
Yeah.
uh basically I'm returning till nums of I. That would basically do it in place.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so I got it. Okay, let me Right. Um, and j both is equal to 0 comma 0, and okay, 0 comma 1 at least. Okay, and then for, okay, while j less than length of nums. Okay, while j less than length of nums, I'm doing this. So if uh, nums of I equal to nums of j, which is in the first case. So here my nums of I is equal to nums of j. So in this case I just need to increment my j plus is j plus is equal to 1. So I'm incrementing my j and my I is still here. So I and j are initially here and they're same. So I'm incrementing my j, and if it's else, um, then I need to basically do uh, I need to basically swap my nums of I plus 1, um, nums of I plus 1 to nums of uh, j is equal to nums of j. Okay, I just need to assign. Why do I need to swap? Nums of j, nums of I plus 1 is equal to nums of j. So here this value, so here initially my I and j are here, and after uh, checking them, they are equal, so my j is increased, it is here. And now I need to have my nums plus nums of I plus 1 is equal to nums of j. So here I'll get 1. um, After this I'll get 1 here, and after that I'll increment my I plus 1, so that I can uh, mm, so now after this step my I will come here and my j is here only. And basically I can also increment my j plus 1, no issues. Yeah, if I don't do that works. So my j comes here, and again I can check my I and j, and my I again I increment my j, um, and again I increment my j, and here I'm getting my 2 here, and after this I increment my I and j basically, and this is same, so again I increment my j, um, and again this value comes till here 3, and I increment this and the value is same. So again I increment my j, here the value is 4, so here the value will be updated with 4. And after all of this, after the j increments, the while loop exits, and I need to basically do a return nums of nums still I plus 1 basically. uh,
I think
wait,
it's just I, right? Um,
okay. Oh, 1 second. So my I is in
because we
the
are,
end
I think in the else condition we are already incrementing the I. So it will point for the element of 4.
4, and this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 itself. So
Okay, I think, yeah, I think in the list, if we put this as 5 only, it will include the fourth element, right? Okay,
yeah, yeah, yes, yes,
yeah.
yeah. So return
All right.
nums of 0, 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm good with this. So what do you think the space complexity is? Space and the time complexity?
So there is no oh sorry, so there is no extra space that I'm taking, auxiliary space. So space complexity is big of 1, and time complexity is big of n.
Right.
Yeah,
Just because we are just iterating once
in
over the
mm,
length of this nums. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So we are good with the coding questions, Rashmika. So probably you can just unshare your screen. So I'll just go ahead with some theoretical questions on top of Spark, and let's try to conclude this interview. Yeah. Okay. So within Spark, so we have a concept called as data frame and data sets. So where exactly we use data frames and where exactly we use data sets?
So data sets have like the type. So we can define the type for the columns in the data sets. So it has type safety, whereas data frames do not have type safety, and data frames are more like your tabular or like your row based data that we use. And for Spark, we do not have data sets in like PySpark. It's only present in like Scala. So that is also another yeah, this thing. And yeah.
So why do we not do not have this data set with Python? I mean the PySpark.
uh okay, I can't remember.
Yeah, actually, your answer is already in the question in what you have already said itself, because data set only like when you are going ahead
We
with
do
the
not
type
have
safety.
we do not
Yeah,
have data types in Python. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Because when we are defining the variable, we do not like mention about this type of it and all those things. But with Scala,
Mm.
it's necessary. It's more similar to Java, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so with Spark optimizations, so have you heard about this concept called as catalyst optimizer?
Yes, so Catalyst Optimizer is kind of introduced in Spark 2.0. So basically, when we write the query or when we write the command in Spark, it is optimized based on like different steps, such as like logical optimization and physical optimization. And basically performing logical optimization like predicate push down and like selecting only like predicate push down and like basically reordering the SQL query. That is like the logical optimization that we do, and like that is done internally by the Spark engine. And after that, also like um, we do a physical optimization. So this helps with like optimizing the query, and we don't have to like worry about optimizing the query that much. And it is mostly there in like your data frames and Spark SQL code. And yeah.
So probably when you're creating your PySpark code, you might have came across a case where there is a necessity to create your user-defined functions to transform your data, right? So when you write something like a user-defined function, do you think like this catalyst optimizer comes in place to optimize your user-defined function?
mm, mm, I'm not aware of, but I'm guessing no. Yeah, I'm guessing no.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, basically the catalyst optimizer do not optimize this user-defined function because it doesn't know the scope of the function which you are working on, and that's why it doesn't do this optimizations, and that's why
Yeah,
it's been recommended not to use these user-defined functions
user
when
defined.
and where. If you have any built-in functions which is provided by the data frames, just try to go ahead with this. All right. Yeah, Rashmika, so I'm done with the review interview. So I would say you have definitely did it well with this all the SQL questions and the Python questions. For sure, the difficulty level for the second SQL question was quite hard, I would say, because like relating to two different tables and like two having like multiple common table expressions, and structuring the way which you have written the query is much more difficult. But you nailed it, and you're also on time on completing all the problems. And yeah, I think you're almost good with everything. And also so one thing is maybe like try to also concentrate more on this Spark theoretical part, because like when it comes to interviews, they will also be concerned more about the Spark optimizations and the internal workings and the architectures and all those things. Yeah, so that's all from my side. So do you want to say something?
Yeah, so I really like these SQL and Python questions, because like the SQL question had like schema and like understanding the table rather than just directly giving the table and the output structure. which is very similar to like the real interview, I feel like. And so that was a good experience. And even for Python, I think the questions were like good for a data engineering interview. Yeah, so thank you for the interview and the experience.
All right. Thank you, Rashmika, for taking the time to